I said uncensored 360 prep, so here's my first lot of posing. Quarter turns mandatories. I'm going to do this once a week. This is a check-in for me. Right, let's do it.
I begin to
Hi guys, okay, so I thought I'd just talk through these videos and my progress shots. This is the first time really that I have done a proper set of posing for myself, which is ironic considering I pose people pretty much all day every day as a posing coach. I'm so used to using my body, so for me this is the first time I really got to kind of get familiar with my shape again, coming into this new competition prep that I've got going on, and just start to familiarise myself with the shapes that make my physique look its best, and start to feel where things are tight as well, to know where I need to work on, and maybe start to change a couple of poses up to really help accentuate, particularly in my side poses. So this was an intensive posing session. I'm not gonna lie, I hate the first time I properly look at my shape. I feel anxious, it makes me feel a little bit uneasy because you kind of almost want, I mean, you're really hoping that you've made the improvements that you've been working so hard on to see them in your shape. And obviously I know that comes with cutting down over the months, but certainly it's a big deal for me when I come to posing. So a big hour of posing. So here's my set points. I'm 63 kilos. This is definitely the biggest and tightest package I've started with ever in a prep. So I can see my shape, I'm full. I'm tight in areas that I don't normally come in too quick. So my midsections are much tighter, which is great. And I seem to be evenly distributed body fat all over rather than it being more on one area than the other. So everywhere looks like it just needs to come off rather than there being one specific focus point, if you know what I mean. So I'm quite happy with that as well. Overall, I'm thinking probably around 5 or 6 kilos I'm going to need to lose to really bring it into where I want to be. I was 56 kilos on my last comp weight, stage weight. So I was like 10 kilos off. Oh no, sorry. Like 8 kilos off where I am at now. I'm really hoping that actually I'm going to be on stage at a heavier weight, but tighter, which would hopefully show some really good improvements that I've been making in my off season. Every year since I've started, I've incrementally kind of gone 1 to 1.5 kilos up on my stage weight every year. I'm really excited about seeing just where I'm at. I'm also losing weight a lot faster than I normally do, so I'm having to really change up my prep quite a bit. I'm not having to go quite as hard as I normally do, so maybe that's a sign of just a bit more muscle maturity and your body just knowing longer time dieting. You guys probably know, or you probably see from my pictures, I don't tend to veer too far away in my off season. I like to still keep relatively tight. I don't like to put on tons and tons of body fat because it just makes the whole process so much harder from the get-go. And I do feel more optimal when I'm leaner. So I do actually feel like I work harder and I can push more weight, surprisingly enough, when I have a better level of fitness. So let's hopefully see some nice improvements over this coming weeks. The start was a bit slow, now we're really up. My weight seems to be moving, so I dropped a kilo last week, which was a bit fast, so I'm going to drop back a little bit just on cardio, just to kind of make sure that we don't go too fast in the weight drop, because I don't want to risk losing any muscle. So yeah, I'm happy.
Okay folks, how's it going? It's Andy here from Pro Prep. So just got up this morning, did my progress photos, and I also did some video photos as well. So I'm going to post them up and you can see what I look like so far in the contest prep period. So weighed myself this morning, I was 86.2. So almost 2 kilos down since I took those photographs a few weeks ago. Diet hasn't really changed all that significantly since that time. If anything, I'm actually eating a little bit more because I felt we were, after I was speaking to my friend Guy, that we were losing weight a little bit, maybe perhaps too quickly. So I've just actually increased things ever so slightly. So I'll update what I'm doing in terms of the diet when I post my next progress photos. This is a bit of a new thing for me as well, sort of like sharing things with the camera as the prep goes on as well. In the past, I've always sort of stuck to that old school Dorian Yates mentality that you reveal the package by the time you get to the stage, and that's what you've been working on all year. But I mean, the guys I'm competing against now, I mean, they well and truly, they know what I'm bringing year after year. They know what I sort of look like. They've seen all my photographs, so it's perhaps not quite as much of an unknown quantity as what it would have been in the past in sort of Dorian Yates's era, or certainly in the amateur ranks where you're never sure who's really going to show up or anything like that. We know what we're bringing to the stage, so we're just going to focus on ourselves, and this is going to be a little bit of documentation. But yeah, pretty happy since last time. A little bit thicker than the last time when I competed in 2017. If you've seen my photographs that I posted on Instagram, you'll maybe be able to see some differences again. Hopefully you'll be able to see the differences. Perhaps potentially my back. Conditioning wise, probably at this point for my competition for the Brits and for the Worlds, I'm probably slightly better conditioned than the last time. So all in, I'm fairly happy with how I'm looking. Anyway, look, let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of the progress shots. Give me your feedback on that. We'll be able to see. One thing I noticed actually, I mean, I'm a total perfectionist, so when it comes to the bodybuilding, I guess I'm not happy that the way I've sort of angled the camera. I think I look like I've got a massive ass. I have got a massive ass. All the squats. But it's sort of like a downward angle. It's kind of skewed the proportions a little bit. But aside from that, I suppose I've been super critical. Anyway, let me know what you think. Those are my progress shots. I'll put up another video maybe in the next month, and you can see where I've got to from there. Maybe I'll be a kilo or two later at that point as well, and you'll be able to see some differences from there. Alright, Pro Prep signing out. Remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, interact, and check out our other videos that we've got on YouTube. Cheers.